I put it like this. Imagine you a kid about 14 or 12 years old and you get on the train for one day and you see it colorful. So I got started because in 1973 and 72, trains was real colorful. Not like this, a lot simpler. And it got me, what you say, open. You know how like you smoke some weed and you get high? Well, I got high off the idea. So the inspiration got to me because I already was an artist before this happened to me when I was a kid. So it just got me to where you say I tried it. After getting used to it with hanging out with a few buddies of mine from doing things like we used to back then, you know what I mean? And my first piece was two pieces on the same train, a Kase and Kase, but one was white and red, the other one was red and white. After a while, I got used to it. I hung out with my partner that was the #1 king of all kings, which is Butch 2, that helped me learn what I learned, and then I took it from there. Just like y'all see what you see now, I'm the inventor. I'm the master. You know what I'm saying? I created what y'all learning now. So what y'all learning now, before y'all was born, I was doing. You know what I mean? My style, I came king of style in '76. But I had the trademark since 1975. You know what I mean? So I don't know if any of y'all was born then. You know, and wisdom is the best part to have when you don't know how to speak. You gotta learn. You know what I mean? They teach you grammar in school, but y'all don't learn it because you still talk with slang. You try to get along as a buddy way of trying to familiarize yourself with being friendly with one another. Sometimes it don't work. You got to be who you are first in order to learn how to get together with who you're going to be with in order to become friends. Always keep that as a reminder. Okay? But yeah, I'm the king of styles. You know, I took that trademark for myself because I looked at it like I like to invent when I paint. I don't like the piece just to be piece. There's no fun in that. You know why there ain't no fun in it? Because you're doing the same thing over and over. What you're getting out of doing the same thing over and over with just different colors with no technique. You know what I'm saying? Just like you put on clothes, you want to wear something fancy one day when you're taking your wife to dinner, right? So you put on something suitable. You ain't going to wear the same thing every time you go, right? Keep it in mind. So when I do a piece, I do something different. I always invent a technique. Just like this piece, it got different bends, but it still got the same familiar idea and color in 3D. Sometimes you got to change that format. That's what gives y'all the inspiration to wanting to do it, because when you see it, it gives you something that you look at that says, damn, I like to learn that, or I would like to see if I could do it, you know what I mean? And practice do what? Makes perfect. Or maybe not perfect, but just good. See? Well, that's what happened with me. Being that you see I got one arm, even though I did more than what y'all probably ever done so far in your life, I don't look at it as me doing it no better, because I ain't no better than y'all. I'm saying one day you might have style that might be as great as mine. Or I might just keep continuing. This 2011, I'm already 100 years beyond my time. You can ask my partner, that Bim over there, he hiding in the cut, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how they know how I give it up. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem with teaching, showing, or respecting everything and all things in life. But the best part about what I respect is what I like doing for me. You know what I'm saying? I created styles back then that I learned from the best. And the best that I learned from was Phase 2, Butch 2, Riff 170, Tracy 168, Peanut 2, Checker 170. Guys like that who had style. Bot 707, his brother, let God bless him, Solid One. You know what I'm saying? In the 70s, from 70, 71, 72, 73, you had style that was just beginners. You know what I mean? Like y'all might learn a little simple technique now. As time go on, you're going to progress. See what I'm saying? And the more you progress, the more you get better. I used to get on my partner Bim about it, and now he's better. So I can't say no more now. I can't feed him or beat him in the head about, yo, you need to do this or you need to try that, because he's already doing it. I gave him enough wisdom from what I know as wisdom, from the knowledge I have on how we paint, how you get the painting, and now that y'all got these new techniques with these new taps, you just get better. Back then, you only had stock caps. You had to learn the inspiration in order to get into it for the feeling. That's what I've done. I didn't ask to be famous, but it happened because that's who I am. I invented something that people have not tried to do, and I'm still inventing as I still do, even if it's 3 decades later. So even though you see me now and I look this age, but I'm still only just 30. I got all that. Rips and dips, and bends and folds, breaks and crates, whatever you want to name it. You know what I'm saying? See, but that's the thing about me. When y'all invent style, I know how to title it. So when you got a hatchet, half cut off arrow with a little folded bend that sticks back and forth, think about how to title it. That's how you know how to create what you know you invented. So nobody can say, oh, I know that technique. You bit that bend off of this guy and you borrowed that fold from somebody else's style. No, it's your style when you know how to do it your way. This is how I invented shit. That's why my trademark is King of Styles. Really, it's called the unbeatable King of Styles, which is all styles, because any style y'all do, I can do even better. You know what I'm saying? But I don't look at it like I'm better. So don't get that wrong in the way I pronounce that or present it. I'm no better than no one here. You know what I'm saying? My style might just be a little more, how you say, complex or a little more advanced. That's all it is to it. But once you get to learn the idea, if you practice it gets you where you need to be. Not saying perfect, it should be just as good. You know what I mean? Other than that, that's who I'm going to be all the time. Until the day I die. And when my kids invent like they invent that, I done taught people my techniques that I know it's only 2 people that I know that can exactly duplicate my style. That's my boy East from Miami, Inkheads, EASE, and he's Inkhead partner, and one other partner, that's my partner, that's my best friend, that's always my president of my crew, that's Central, TFP. You know what I'm saying? I know out of everybody I know, those are 2 people that I know on this planet or anywhere else out in the galaxy or wherever you want to call it, that can reduplicate my techniques. Now, if I get a little too more vicious for them, then they might be a little more harder. You know what I mean? But I'm always inventing and I'm always creating. So y'all keep that in mind. No matter what you like doing when y'all paint, think of something that you have not done and try to do. You know what I'm saying? Look at what you see and try to create another idea. That's how you get better with what you're doing. Simple as that. I learned it, no way you can't learn it. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. It's not nothing hard. Just like in arithmetic, math, and science, social studies, English, grammar, they teach you it in school. That's the economy way. Learn your way. That's all. You take from what the economy give you and you change it into your own behalf. That's how you get much better at everything you're doing, no matter what you're doing. If it's making love, you get better at it each time. Not from the strokes, but from the ropes. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's who I am, you know what I'm saying? Good to meet y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing but love for y'all like I got love for myself. That's another thing. Always learn to love yourself. Don't let nobody tell you nothing better than what you ain't about. Because if somebody try to tell you who you ain't, then they not who they are. You know what I'm saying? You love yourself and then you always love everything else around you. Simple as that. And you won't find that on CBS. That's on channel King of Style.